One of the reasons why you're losing customers is because your business doesn't have policies. Yes. So you know that feeling that when you go to a place and there's this maybe you're in a queue and somebody else walks in, smiles with the attendant, and the person attends to that person before you. You feel very upset. You might end up walking away because you're feeling like, why am I treated differently from this customer? That's how other customers feel too when your business treats them like that. When your business doesn't have policies guiding how they operate, how they treat customers, how they serve, how they do everything. You might not be around and your salesperson or your hairstylist is doing the same thing. When you don't have policies, everybody or any employee can do whatever they want, can treat customers in whichever way they want without you even knowing. So if you're running your business like this, you are most possibly losing customers, and you need to keep watching this video. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Strategy Sunday. So today we're going to be talking about policies, which is the third thing on our list, policies. Okay, we've talked about processes, we've talked about systems, and now we are on policies. Now, what are policies? Policies are a set of principles and guidelines that tell your people what to do, what not to do, and how to do things. Yes, it tells them what to do, what not to do, and how to do things. That is why when you go to a restaurant, you expect that the waiter will treat you the same way he or she treated the other person. If that business doesn't have policies, anybody can walk in and the waiter, would leave you and attend to the other person. Maybe because of this person is a usual customer or this person is a family member. So with policies, things like that are not going to happen. And we always have this issue of when we go to somewhere, let's say you go to a government organization, you get angry when they don't treat you the same way with Mr. A that came in. You want to do your driver's license and you expect to be treated the same way, because every business should have a policy that guides how they treat people, how they do things, their operations, their how their systems run. Everything should be guided by a policy. Businesses that don't have policies or businesses that don't implement their policies, because it is one thing to have policies and it's another thing to actually implement, to actually see through that these policies are adhered to by your staff. So let's say you go to do your driver's license. Most times we go there and we hope to finish early and go, but you're sitting there and maybe one person from that knows somebody comes in and does their own thing and leaves before you that have been there for a while. You are not happy about that. So it is important that you make sure that policies are implemented, not just written down, not just documented, but implemented. It is important that policies are implemented so that everybody, your customers, feel good and you don't lose customers. Because if not that, most of us or all of us, we need driver's license. If you're a driver, you need driver's license, or you need an international passport, or you need something from the government that you need this, you need that, your NIN, you need all those documents. You will not go for it, because you always go there and you get disappointed by the way they treat you or the way things are handled. You will not go for it. Or if, let's say, there's a restaurant that you like going to and maybe you went there today and the way they treated you, you didn't like it, you will not want to go back there, and that restaurant loses customers. Yes, that restaurant has lost you as a customer because the waiter treated you differently from how you treated someone else. So customer treatment is just one aspect of what your policies should cover. Every SOP, every SOP you write must be guided by a policy, whether it is content creation SOP, whether it is finance, whether it is hiring SOP. It must be guided by policies. Let's say for hiring, you must have a policy of what requirements, what should be in the job descriptions, what that a job description must be written, this must be done, 3 interviews must be conducted before you hire anybody, the person must meet this criteria, things like that, so that your hiring manager knows exactly what and what not to do and how to do these things properly so that it does not ruin the reputation of your business. Without policies, a lot of businesses get bad reputations. A lot of businesses go downhill because of something as simple as policies. Not just writing policies, but actually implementing it. Making sure that it is done and it is used, it is adhered to by your staff. Without policies, your business feels like trial and error. Yes, your employees will make decisions on their own. They'll make decisions based on preferences, based on, I like this person, I don't like this person, or based on, imagine your HR team hires because they like, maybe this is their brother or this is their sister, not because the person actually has the skill for the job. Without a policy, things like that would happen. With a policy, things like that would not happen. No HR is going to be hiring based on this is my brother, this is my sister, or all of that. With policies, everyone works towards the same standard. 2, customers get the same experience consistently. Decision making is easier because now okay, a policy is written, you didn't follow the policy, that is why this is being done, that is why we are taking this action. Things, you make decisions easily, you don't make decisions based on guesswork. 3, accountability. A policy is written, so everybody, if you do not follow the policy, you're going to be queried for it. Everyone knows that this is the policy. They are accountable for their actions that does not adhere to the policy. Now, another reason is your business does not lose customers, doesn't make costly mistakes. Your reputation is not on the line. Now, let me give another example. How you can lose money because you don't have a policy. You have a staff, let's say your sales rep or someone gives different people different discounts. Maybe one sales rep gives 20% off. The other sales rep gives 50% off. Another one gives 10% off based on who is asking. There's no policy. You lose money because maybe the one gave 50% off because this customer is her favorite customer, or this customer tips her a lot, or this customer is her friend. Imagine losing 50% of your sales. Yes, that's possible without a policy. The other person gives 10% off or gives 20% off because I don't like this customer, or I don't, this customer is this way, this customer does not tip me. Reasons that is just based on their preference. You lose money, you lose customer, you lose your credibility, you lose trust because you don't have policies written down and implemented. Again, it is one thing to write a policy, it is another thing to implement a policy. So make sure that as you're writing your policy, as you're building everything, you are implementing, not just putting it down. Teaching your staff how to actually follow the policy, making sure that everybody knows the policy, everybody is aware of the policy, because that's how you keep them accountable. When people are not aware of a policy, you can't hold them accountable. So write your policy and make sure that things are done in an orderly manner so that your customers don't feel different every single time they walk into your business, and you don't lose money as well. So now, how do you write your policies? How do you start building policies? Number one, tie them to your strategy. Your policy should reflect where your business is heading to. Your policy should be guided by your strategy. Number two, keep them simple. If people don't understand it, they won't follow it. No big English, no complicated English. Just make it simple for everybody to understand. That is the only way you can implement it. So if your English is not something people can easily understand, they won't follow it. Number three, your policy should cover key areas like HR, finance, customer service, quality control. It should cover these key areas in your business. If not, you're going to keep losing money. How you hire people, how you keep track of your finance, how customers are attended to, and how you control quality. What are the things that needs to be ticked off for you to assure quality? Those are the areas that your policies must cover. Number four, train your team. If people don't know your policy, they cannot follow it. Again, that is the only way you can implement when you train people on how to follow your policies. How tell them your policies, train them, show them. So that is how you can implement your policies. Now to number five, review regularly. As your business grows, you update. It's not 2020 policy you use till 2025. No, as your business grows, as the economy changes, as things change, update it. Review it. Check what is working and what is not working. As you employ more people, as your business expands, you need to update. You need to, correct some things. Policies make sure your business run on principles and not personality or preference. So today, ask yourself, if I left my business today, if I was not around today, would my staff still function the same way? Would everything still go smoothly? If your answer is no, then you need to start building policies, because your business is only as strong as the policies guiding it. This is Strategy Sunday. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep building intentionally and with clarity. Until next Sunday, bye.